There are 3 easy steps in creating your resume link. Let me show you how.
Step 1. Register. Go to www.jobs180.com using any browser and click Register Now. Fill out all the information needed. In choosing your resume link, use your full name so that it looks professional and it's easy to recall by potential employers. For example, Antonio Juan de la Cruz.jobs180.com. Step 2. Create and design. When creating your resume, make sure to complete your personal information and upload your profile picture. One of the highlights of the resume link is the portfolio section. In the portfolio section, you can show off your skills by uploading samples of your work like documents, pictures, videos, and your social media links.
Your resume link also features different themes and you can upload a cover photo. This is a combination of a cover letter and a social network cover photo. Here is an example. You can also download a copy of your resume link and print it. Step 3. Apply for a job. There are many ways to apply with your resume link.
First is browsing the job recommendations in your Jobs 180 dashboard.
If you're qualified, click Submit Resume Link. So what are you waiting for? Dress up your next generation resume, stand out brightly among the competitive job seekers in the market, and win the heart of your future employers using Resume Link.
Change. It happens when you least expect it, but also when you embrace it. At Accenture, we help the world's biggest brands thrive through change. Our people combine technology and creativity, expertise and experience, learning and collaboration, passion and purpose to make a difference for our clients, their customers, our company, and our communities. Behind every great change is a great human. Bring your skills, your curiosity, and your true self to your work every day. Let's do incredible things. Let's deliver on the promise of technology and human ingenuity.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Jobs180.com's Marketing Me Live with Laguna State Polytechnic University. So Today, we will be joined by speakers from jobs180.com, DXI Global, and Accenture. So before we start, may we invite everybody for the opening prayer, followed by the singing of national anthem and LSPU hymn.
Praise God from whom all blessings flow. Praise Him, all creatures here below. Praise Him above ye heavenly hosts. Praise Father, Son, and Holy Ghost.
Mga kababayan, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas.
Oh, dearest alma mater, LSPU evermore, our source of knowledge like the star leading, making us all go far. In our vocations, fields of work, you guide us to our goals. We'll live to serve our people. We'll do the best we can for our loved ones and our country, progressive, free. Oh, dearest LSPU, our guiding star to success.
Thank you, Tex. So again, welcome everyone. Ready na ba kayo? I hope you all are. And by the way, my name is Joyce from jobs180.com. I will be your today's host, and we are live again on Jobs 180 Facebook and Jobs 180 YouTube page. And we hope that everybody is excited to learn new things today. All right, so to officially start today's session, may we invite Dr. Eden C. Calio, the Vice President for Academic Affairs from Laguna State Polytechnic University, to give us the opening remarks.
By our University President, Dr. Mario R. Biones, Vice Presidents, Campus Directors, College Deans and Associate Deans, Directors and Chairpersons of various units, and to the Alumni Affairs and Placement Services of the University, headed by its Director, Associate Professor Mary Grace Gallardo, and her chairpersons, particularly Jenelines Manueva, whom I recognize in the program, our industry partners, our alumni and graduating students who are looking for opportunities, our great speakers on today's webinar, friends, ladies, and gentlemen, a pleasant morning. We cordially invite you to join us live on facebook.com jobs180 and youtube.com jobs180 for this event sponsored by the Alumni Affairs and Placement Services of the University. We applauded the directors and chairpersons' efforts in providing these chances to our students in the most efficient manner feasible. And as we move away from solely online modalities, some of our services may now be delivered on site. And for several programs, LSPU, particularly the San Pablo City campus, is now permitted to conduct limited face-to-face classes. And by the 2022-2023 school year, there will be most likely a full-time on-site classes. In the interest of improving people's lives, communities, and economies, we always welcome cyclical, social, and institutional change. Education is one of several social institutions that can impact social change, according to social scientist Lumen Org that 2020. Education has the ability to shape when and how society develops. The Philippine government has listed quality education as one of the 17 United Nations Sustainable Development Goals in its Ambition 2040, which expresses the Filipino people's collective long-term vision and ambitions for themselves and the country for the next 25 years. Ambition 2040 says Filipinos who are matatag, maginhawa, and panatag na buhay, or anchored, secure, and comfortable. This goal can only be achieved if all educational institutions in the Philippines work together to increase educational quality and equity. And there must be a lot of job openings or more full-time opportunities available, as well as employers looking for employees. Ambition 2040 is planned to be accomplished through competitive firms that deliver high-quality goods and services at cheap rates according to the National Economic Development Authority, or NEDA. The government fosters investment as well as proper human capital development, research and technology, and innovation. Priority sectors such as education will have a direct impact on this area's national development. It is now the responsibility of the public university to provide the required education, skills, and competencies for employment. And as a charter-created educational institution, the Laguna State Polytechnic University has remained one of the schools of choice for students from low to high-income families who reside close to or within the community where this institution is located and expect high-quality education. What is the significance of education, and how does it affect one's future? Critical thinking is developed through education, and critical thinking is vital in teaching a person how to use logic to make decisions and interact with others, like boosting creativity and enhancing time management. An individual's education can assist them meet basic job requirements and improve their chances of finding better jobs or work. Education can lead to better paying, more exciting, and even satisfying jobs. According to research, there is a direct link between our educational attainment and our chances of finding work. A higher degree of education correlates with a lower rate of unemployment, as education's beneficial results, such as increased cognitive capacity, job knowledge, and accomplishment motivation, are likely to accelerate performance on high complexity tasks even more. Being employed improves our mental health by allowing us to meet new people, increase our self-esteem, and provide us with a feeling of purpose and identity. However, opportunities can only be available to those who possess the necessary qualifications. A job qualification is the experience, abilities, or characteristics that a position demands. Many positions have minimum educational requirements, and if you don't meet them, you won't be considered for an interview. Some employers are asking more than just a basic level of education. And these exceeding standards, particularly with advanced studies in a subject area related to your field, might make you a more appealing job candidate, thus enhancing the chances of landing a position. Certain employers, in the context of our employment in the 21st century setting, need essential employability skills, and some of them are as follows. Positive attitude. This is being calm and cheerful when things go wrong. Communication. As an essential employability skill, it's like when you listen or read, you can clearly speak or write information. Teamwork. It is understanding that you are part of a bigger team and that everyone has a role. Self-management. It is the ability to manage your workflow and productivity in the workplace without reliance on a supervisor. Problem-solving and decision-making abilities. They help us identify critical factors which will affect the outcome of a decision, while resilience as an essential employability skill is a key strategy that helps employees tackle stress, a competitive job market, a workplace conflict, and address challenges on the job. Creativity is willingness to learn new things, while time management as an essential employability skill will improve efficiency and help to meet deadlines and produce better quality work. Work ethics as an employability skill is adherence to the moral code that guides the behavior of employees with respect to what is right and wrong in regard to conduct and decision making. And lastly, leadership as an essential employability skill is the ability to positively influence others to accomplish their jobs to the best of their abilities. Finally, education is much more than a piece of paper. Your time at university will aid you in mastering both the basic and advanced abilities. Your writing, reading, understanding, and communication skills will improve as you spend more time in academia. And writing, research, and classes can all help you develop your computer abilities, which are important in today's work environment. You will also gain experience interacting with a wide range of people, and even if the job you want doesn't require a specialized degree, these social skills might help you in your job search. The benefits of education don't end once you've got a job. Higher education may be required for promotions or managerial positions, and if you continue your education, you'll be eligible for these higher paying, more prestigious jobs. And even though your past work has nothing to do with your major, if a position in your organization becomes available that is related to your college major, you will most likely be the most competitive candidate. Take this opportunity of attending this webinar entitled Marketing Me Live and see to the wonder of opportunities offered to you once you apply for work. Have knowledge on the following issues because these will be discussed as you go along attending this particular webinar. How to apply online, where the form to be used for your curriculum vitae is already available. What are the protocols in applying for a job, and what are the new behaviors employers and applicants be described? And despite the uniqueness of our condition, how could we remain motivated and productive in what we do during this time of new normal? For that, please enjoy and wishing everyone a blessed morning. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Calio, the VPAA from Laguna State Polytechnic University, for the opening remarks. And as usual, for our audience today, please comment your name, your year, and your course. And if you have questions later on, please type them in so we can answer them after the talk. And please don't forget to tag and share this to your friends too. So kung wala pa po sila rito, please tawagan nyo na para sabay-sabay tayong matuto ngayong umaga, and nakakapanghinayang naman if mamimiss nila itong opportunity na ito. So if you guys are ready, here is our schedule for today. So we have 3 topics. First is online applications using resume link, which will be discussed by jobs180.com. Next is hiring in the new normal by VXI Global, and motivation and activity by Accenture. So again, shout out to everyone who is here na. Please comment your name, your year, and your course. And as we go along, type in your questions. So we'll read it later. Sabi ko nga, wag po kayong mahiyang magtanong. Please, this is your chance to ask before you face the real adulting thing or the world of work. Kung meron kayong gustong malaman before you graduate, before a fair sa mismong interview, ngayon po yung pinakamagandang time, best time para tanungin yung mga guest speakers natin ngayon, no? Sa mga katanungan na yan. Okay, and to our audience, so please sit back, relax, and let us all hashtag learn together. Okay, so kilalanin na po natin ang ating unang speaker. So for our first topic, which is online applications using resume link, our first presenter has 20 years of experience in sales, marketing, business development, customer service, operations, business process, and human resources. As a trusted resource speaker, he has done over 1,000 plus career development seminars in more than 400 plus colleges and universities nationwide. The managing director from jobs180.com, Mr. Kim Chua. Sir Kim, take it away.
Allow me to share to you how to make a job-winning resume. Yan. A lot of you are now looking for a job and exploring for the next chapter in your life. I hope that this session will be able to help you. No? Not only you, but the people that you know that needs help in terms of how to make a job-winning resume. Yan. So yan na tinatawag nating resume link. A lot of platforms right now, mga online platforms are being offered left and right. But for you to know paano to magiging job-winning tool or job-winning resume to, meron akong checklist. So go with me, no, with all these checklists. Your checklist should include the following. Number 1, kailangan mag-stand out ka. When you look for a job, you have to be able to stand out. Because if you're not going to be able to stand out, then I think you'll just be part of the crowd. You'll be one of the next applicant na wala lang, na hindi mo mapapansin. Another thing that should be in your checklist is that you should only have one file. Hindi dapat maraming files na iba-iba sinesend sa mga companies. Mas maganda, isang file lang para pag sinend mo, lahat ng details mo nandoon na. Another thing in your checklist is that it should make the process more efficient. Ibig sabihin, mas mabilis mag-submit, mas mabilis makita ng HR, at mas mabilis kayo makontak for possible next steps na or possible job offer na. Now, another thing in my checklist is that dapat tipid ito, wala tong gastos. The tool that I will show you today, wala itong gastos. Libre po ito. At higit sa lahat, itong pinaka-importante sa lahat, this should be in your checklist. The tool should be secured. Okay? More than anything, importante talaga ang data. Pero ang data ninyo, dapat yung proteksyonan. And using this tool, this is the most secured resume kung tawagin. Bakit siya tinawag na most secured resume? Let me go through the next slides na. Okay? Ito ang tinatawag na resume link. Okay? A personalized URL for anyone can open online anytime. I will use an example para makarelate kayo. If you are John Santos, ang link mo or resume link mo pwede maging johnsantos.jobs180.com. Ganun lang kasimple. At yan na po ang resume link nyo. So how do you make one? Go with me through the 3 simple steps. First step is you have to register. Absolutely, wala tong bayad. Libre po ito. How do you register? You go to the website of jobs180.com. That's www.jobs180.com at dun ka mag-register on the upper right side of your screen. Now, as you do that, you have to put the basic information. Okay? So, alam nyo na ano mga information yan. Hindi ko na isa-isahin. Babawasan nyo naman at alam nyo naman ano dapat ilagay. Now, as you create your account, you have to use a valid email. Okay? Now, before we go to the email, paalala ko lang, sa mga nag-isip sa inyo, paano kung hindi ako si John Santos, ano gagawin kong resume link? O yan, baka nag-isip kayo eh. So, if ever lang, meron kang kapangalan, okay, just so happen na may ibang John Santos na nauna sa inyo, ano mangyayari? Magkakaroon doon na red na box, sasabihin niya, this name has already been taken. Huwag kayong malungkot. Pag taken na, okay lang, just be creative. Pwede mo gawin, baliktarin mo. Gawin mo santosjohn.jobs180.com o kaya J Santos o kaya Santos J o kaya JS o kaya SJ. Depende kung ano gusto mo gawin. Basta importante, wala kang kapangalan. Okay? Wala kang kapareho. Now, when you do this, huwag kayong OA. Do not create yung mga ganong klaseng over-creative na mga resume link because it doesn't look professional. Imagine submitting to a company with your resume link that says eljablo.jobs180.com. Hindi yan mukhang professional. Okay? Now, when you register, please use a valid email. Ito yung emphasis ko lang sa pag-create nyo ng account na dapat gamitin yung email, yung nabubuksan yung email, kagaya ng Gmail, Yahoo, or any email na nabubuksan nyo. Do not create, example lang yung mga email na kagaya ng ganito, patricia@facebook.com na email. Huwag kang gagamit ng joseph@facebook.com na email to register. In short, huwag mong gagamitin yung @facebook.com na email. Because if you use @facebook.com na email, you will no longer be able to receive notification being sent to you by the companies as well as jobs180.com. Importante po na nabubuksan nyo yung email nyo kasi kailangan mo i-verify yung account mo. Okay? It is very important that you verify your account as a proof na ikaw nag-register at pangalawa, para ikaw ay makapag-apply. If you don't do this, if you don't verify, walang mangyayari sa account nyo. Okay? So, sayang lang. So, you have to verify to finish the first step. Okay? How do you verify? Just open your email, look for the link, click mo yung verify, you're done with the first step. Okay? Tapos na yung first step. Ano yung first step? Register. Wala tong bayad. Let's go to the second step. Ang second step, ang pinaka-logical sa lahat. Kailangan kumpleto ang detalye nyo. So how do you do that? you go back again to your account by going to the website of jobs180.com. This time, hindi mo kailangan mag-register. Ang gagawin mo, mag-login. Pag login mo, lagay mo dito yung email nyo or resume link nyo, kayo lang may alam yan, at lalo na yung password nyo na kayo lang talaga may alam yan. So when you do that, you now go inside your account. Pag nasa loob na kayo ng account nyo, ano gagawin nyo? Mabilis na lang ito. Fill in the blanks. Okay? Now, I don't have to go through all the information here because definitely, alam mo naman pag sinabi ditong name, malamang pangalan nyo. Pag nakalagay dito address, malamang address nyo. Diba? So you put all the information ninyo dito. Okay, lagay nyo. Then, what else do you put in here? Importante po, lagay dito lahat ng posibleng paraan na pwede ka makontak ng isang HR, kagaya ng social media account nyo. Diba? Hindi lang email tsaka phone number. Bakit? Most of the time, ano nangyayari? Okay, let me tell you. Marami sa inyo nilalagay nyo phone number nyo. Pero pag tinatawagan kayo ng HR, hindi nyo sinasagot, lalo na pag hindi mo kilala. Hala, sino kaya ito? Hindi mo sasagutin. Diba? Kasi takot kayo, baka nagsascam or whoever yung tumatawag. So, ano mangyayari sa mga HR? Mag-i-email kami ngayon sa inyo. But you don't open email more often than you open your social media account. So, I recommend lahat ng posibleng paraan na pwede ka makontak na isang HR, ilagay mo dito. Kagaya ng mga Facebook nyo or Twitter nyo para mabilis kayo makapag-PM. Private message, makapag-invite for the next step. Okay? What else do you put here? You also put here your work options, yung mga work experience nyo. Pagdating po sa work options, you can see on the screen, you have 4 options na pwede nyo pagpilian. Parang switch lang yan. Yes, no switch, on, off switch. So you can choose here, example, looking for OJT, lagay mo yes if you're looking for OJT right now. And later on, pag hindi na, turn it off. Hindi lagay mo na no. Diba? So depende yan kung anong mas trip nyo or ano mas pasok dun sa hinahanap nyo right now. What the system will do is it will try to match you with companies who are also looking for the same profile with what you have. Yan yung kagandahan ng tool natin. Hindi mo kailangan mag door-to-door para mag-submit ng resume link ninyo. Okay? What else do you put here? You put here your school under education. Even later on, okay, pagka-graduate nyo, you can also put here your schools. Yung mga nag-take pa kayo ng further studies, pwede mo rin ilagay dito. Okay, so walang limit sa space yan. Pagdating mo sa seminars attended, ganun din. Kahit gano'ng karami, pwede nyo ilagay dito. Kahit magkopyahan pa kayo. Just make sure lang, alam mo yung seminar na yon. Kaya baka matanong ka sa interview. Pagdating po sa certification, ganun din. Put all the certification programs that you've had, you put it here. Okay? When it comes to the achievement, do not limit your achievement only inside the school. Hindi lahat na nakikinig ngayon ay Dean's Lister. Hindi kayo lahat dito ay honor student. Diba? Ayan, nag-agree marami sa inyo. So, hindi lang po ang achievement nakabase sa academic excellence. Some of you are student leaders. So, if you're active sa school, you also put it here kung ano yung mga pinagkakaabalahan nyo. And hindi lang sa loob ng school, even outside the school. If you're active in your barangay, halimbawa, isa kang tanod, ilagay mo dyan. Diba? Yan yung mga achievement ninyo. So, you put it here. Bakit? Because what you're doing now is you're trying to market yourself more effectively to that prospective company. Okay? Now, when it comes to the skills and languages, ito yung common observation namin mga HR. Pagdating sa skills, nilalagay mo lang na skills yung mga umiikot lang sa course nyo. Hindi porkat communication arts ang course mo, com arts lang ang skills na alam mo. Hindi porkat engineering ang course mo, ang alam mo lang na skill ay pang-engineering. Hindi porkat tourism or HRM ang course mo, ang alam mo lang na skill ay pang-tourism at pang-HRM. Maybe some of you are into multimedia, into photography, into videography, into something else, arts, crafts, whatever. Lahat ng yan, skills nyo yan. Remember, what you're doing here is you're marketing yourself more effectively. Kaya kung ako sa inyo, ilagay mo dito lahat ng skills na alam ninyo. Pagdating po sa languages, ganun din. Huwag mong ilimit yan sa 2 lengguwahe lang. Because I'm sure alam nyo na yung 2. Kung 2 lang talaga alam nyo, din 2 lang. Ano tong 2 to? English and Tagalog or Filipino. Okay? Now, if you know other local dialect, Bisaya, Kapampangan, Sabacano, Ilonggo, you can also put it here. If you know foreign languages, German, French, Chinese, Japanese, diba, Korean, pwede mo ilagay dyan. Okay? Walang limit sa space yan. When it comes to the references, sigurado ko yung mga references nyo, kilala nyo. Ang malaking tanong dito kayo ba'y kilala nila? Sana oo, di ba? Kasi madalas pag tumatawag kami sa mga references nyo, hindi kayo maalala. So please tell them, ginawa nyo silang reference para at least they know what to tell about you. Okay? Now at this point, to make your life easier, kung sakali lang nakagawa ka na ng resume nyo in your Word file or maybe in your doc file, depende kung anong file nyo, PDF file, whatever file you have. Kung nakagawa ka na ng resume nyo, simple na lang. just copy all the information inside dito. No, ilagay mo sa loob ng resume link. Just transfer them here inside the resume link para maging secured yung data nyo. Okay? Kung bakit secured, I'll tell you as we go along. Okay? So yung mga sinabi ko, I think alam nyo na yan. Alam nyo na yan. Okay? Itong mga susunod kong papakita, ito yung mga amazing na portion. Let me start with the portfolio section. Ano yung portfolio section? This is the part where you now upload evidence of your skills. Example, ano ebidensya na graduate na kayo later on? Diploma, 'di ba? Transcript. Ano pa? Toga? Hindi ebidensya yung toga. Okay? Kung ano man meron nyo, 'di ba? Certificate, diploma, 'yan, ebidensya 'yan, okay? Kung transcript of records is evidence na graduate na kayo. Ano ebidensya na wala kayong criminal record? NBA clearance, police clearance, 'di ba? Ano ebidensya na pwede ka pumunta sa ibang bansa? Passport, visa, lahat ng mga sinasabi mong mga skills mo or yung mga what you're claiming that you know, you can now support them here sa portfolio section by showing those documents. Diba? Anong ebidensya na ikaw ay healthy? Meron kang medical clearance. Anong ebidensya na pwede kang mag-drive ng sasakyan? Meron kang driver's license. Diba? So gets nyo na yung sinasabi ko. Ang point ko lang is you can now put the things here to support yung claim nyo of your skills. Now, you're starting to think, Sir, kung pare-pareho naman kaming graduate sa school namin, pare-pareho kami magkakaklase, same yung course namin, same yung school, same yung teachers, same yung curriculum, pare-pareho lang naman kami lahat, walang experience sa trabaho, how will we stand out? Ayan, di ba? Okay, ito ngayon yung isang magandang recommendation ko sa inyo on how you now stand out. You get your smartphones. Kunin mo yung mga smartphones nyo. Kung wala, manghiram sa kaibigan. Okay, hiram mo sa kaibigan mo. I-record mo yung selfie video mo. You say something interesting about yourself. Record it in about 30 seconds to 1 minute lang. Huwag na masyadong mahaba. Anong gagawin mo? Pretend that you are being interviewed by the HR. So you answer basic questions like, tell me something about yourself. O diba? Ano yung mga gasgas sa tanong natin? Why should we hire you? O diba? Just imagine na tinanong ka ng HR at sasagutin mo na lang siya. Ang maganda lang ngayon, recorded mo. So kung di mo type yung sagot, i-delete mo. Pag type mo, you save it. Then you upload it sa YouTube or sa Vimeo. Maraming mga video channel na libre, yung mga video converter sa online. Hanapin mo lang. And when you're done, you put that video link doon sa portfolio section nyo. O di ba? This time, it will definitely make you stand out because depende na to sa diskarte mo on how you're going to present yourself. Okay? So I leave it up to you on how you do that. Now, another thing for you to do, na sure akong hindi to makokopya ng classmate mo, ay yung picture mo. Diba? So you put your profile picture here. Now, when it comes to the picture, hindi kailangan sobrang formal na formal. Hindi kailangan pumunta sa studio. Huwag na kayo gumastos. Ang importante dito, tumingin kayo sa camera. Plain background. Okay? Plain background, tumingin kayo sa camera. Wear something, of course. Wear something decent. Okay? Do not upload profile pictures that look like the right side of your screen. Yung mga sample na yan, hindi po maganda example yan. Okay? So, huwag kayo maglagay ng magano'n kasi mga sample na profile picture. Now, another good thing pa that will make you stand out using the resume link is your cover photo. Yes! A picture paints 1,000 words. Yan ang kasabihan na very, very applicable dito. A lot of you who are listening today, hindi kayo gifted with writing skills. Hirap kayo i-express ang inyong feelings at inyong thoughts into words. Hindi mo ma-type, hindi mo ma-sulat. Tama? Hirap tayo eh. Bakit? Hindi natural sa atin yan. Pero pagdating sa picture, kaya mo i-express yung inyong personality. Look at the examples I'm showing you. Look at the one on the left. Ano siya? Isa siyang ophthalmologist or optometrist. Sabi naman ng iba, eye expert. Diba? Inasa kanan, ano siya? Sabi ng iba, sir, parang IT. Sir, techie siguro kasi maraming gadget, pati stapler, gadget niya. Diba? Halimbawa, o sabi ng iba naman, sir, parang makalat. O depende na kung how you are going to interpret it. But now, the way I see it, itong taong to, multitasker. Okay? Another good example I'm showing you is this one. Someone from psychology, someone from neurologist, or maybe someone who knows left and right. Ganun lang kasimple. No? So, depende yan how you're going to express yourself. Okay? Another good example pa, ito. Itong person na to, ang gusto niya sabihin, there's no shortcut to success. You will be able to reach your goal by taking one step at a time. O, di ba? So, I'm showing you good examples. Hindi yan member ng Akit Bahay Gang. Hindi rin po yan social climber, in case that's what you're thinking. So, kung nagpakita ko ng magaganda example, I will also show you yung mga hindi magandang example para wag niyong gagayahin. Huwag kayong magpapaka-misteryoso. Okay? Make sure you put your picture there. Okay? Kasi maraming pangalan ngayon interchangeable. Ako mismo, guilty ako dyan. My name is Kim. A lot of people think babae ako. Ako rin mismo, napagkakamala ko yung mga aplikante, pag nakita ko, Chris, George, Alex, Sam. O, di ba? Minsan isipin ko, Joey, lalaki. Yung pala, babae. Di ba? So you better put your picture there para at least alam ng HR who to expect. Okay? Now, when you make your resume link, dapat may laman talaga yan. Kasi kung walang laman yan, ganyan itsura niyan. Blanco. And how do you expect companies will look, or HR from companies will look at your profile if you submit to them resume links that look like this? It's like submitting a piece of a paper, bond paper, or long bond paper, short bond paper na walang laman except pangalan mo. And that's the same as this one. So hindi yan papansinin ng mga HR for sure. Okay? Sayang lang oras nyo tsaka oras ng HR. Kailangan attractive. Okay? When I say attractive or catchy, do not overdo it naman. Now, this is just in my opinion. In my opinion, I think this one is not a good example. Kasi ang dating niya parang tamad, parang happy-go-lucky, parang chill-chill lang, no? Parang ganoon na dating. So, I leave it up to you on how you'll be, expressing yourself na dito. Okay? So, sa mga personality nyo. Alam niyo na, anong dapat yung gawin at hindi yung dapat gawin. So, showing a very good example is si iExpert. Tignan mo, lahat ng detalye niya, kompleto. Everything from top to bottom, kompleto lahat ng details, including yung kanyang mga portfolio section na nagpapatunay na siya isang licensed ophthalmologist. Pinakita niya lahat ng mga posibleng hingiin pa sa kanya ng mga HR. So bakit ko sinabi sa inyo napapabilis yung buhay dito? Hindi lang buhay nyo. Pati buhay rin ng HR napapabilis. Because once you submit all this information to that company, when the HR opens your resume link and sees everything about you, dalawa lang ang pwedeng mangyari niyan. One is, nahuli mo atensyon, gusto kanya ngayon kausapin or schedule for the next step, like interview or possibly job offer, or hindi ka nag-fit. Yun yung second. Diba? Para at least, ang maganda rito, hindi na pabalik-balik, hindi na siya tatawag para sabihin, hello ma'am, meron ka bang evidence na graduate ka na talaga sa school na yan? Can you send me your transcript? Diba? Can you send me yung mga evidence or yung mga sample skills or sample work mo kasi you are in IT or in graphic design? Diba? Gets mo ibig ko sabihin? Wag nang pabalik-balik, sayang yung oras. Okay? Time is of the essence, lalo na ngayon. So you put everything there, at least pa nakita ng HR, diretso na kagad sa pag-process sa inyo. Okay? A lot of you are now thinking, Sir, pag gumawa ako ng resume link at nilagay ko lahat ng information ko dyan, baka naman yung mga data ko nakakalat na sa buong mundo. Baka naman yung mga information ko nakalantad na sa buong internet. The answer is, no. Kaya nga siya tinawag na the most secured resume. Okay? Bakit siya tinawag na most secured resume? Because you have the ultimate control over your privacy settings. Follow the screen. Inside your dashboard, when you log in, you can go to your settings. Sa settings mo, to be specific, puntahan mo yung privacy settings. In your privacy settings, you choose the information that you want to show in public. Halimbawa lang you do not want to show your birthday. What do? Turn it off. Ayaw mo pakita yung address mo. What do? Turn it off. Ayaw mo pakita ang inyong references. What do? Turn it off. So lahat na naka-off, hindi lalabas sa public. At sino may control niyan? Kayo lang. O, di ba? Ang maganda pa rito, real-time update yan. Halimbawa, today, you decide not to show your birthday, your address, and references. And then 5 minutes later, you decide, sige, pakita ko na nga birthday ko. Turn it on. Real-time. 5 minutes later, the moment you save your settings, lahat na binigyan mo ng resume link, updated na rin sila real-time. As in real-time. Di ba? Ayos, di ba? Sige, tuloy natin. Tuloy pa natin to. So, reminders ko na lang sa mga late na dumating or kakakinig lang, when you make your resume link, make sure that your profile is interesting and attractive. Okay? Wag OA. Iba yung over naman yun. No? Wag naman ganun. So, make sure it's attractive, it's catchy. Complete all the information, especially your contact details. Kasi sayang naman lahat ng ginawa mo, nahuli mo atensyon, hindi ka makontak ng HR. So, better make sure nandyan yung mga contact details na updated. Okay? So, yan. So, tapos na tayo sa 2 steps. Last step na lang. Ano yung first step? Recap lang. First step is register. Wala tong bayad. Libre po yan. Second step is for you to complete the information. Yan ang pinaka-logical. And the last step now is for you to submit. So, you're now thinking, okay to paano ko gagamitin ngayon yung resume link? Bigyan kita ng iba-ibang paraan. Okay? Lahat ito practical application para makarelate kayo. Unang option, pumunta ka sa website ng Jobs jobs180.com. That's www.jobs180.com, and that's where you now start to look for companies. Type the companies that you're looking for. Pag may lumabas, edi good. Pag walang lumabas, edi wala. Okay, wag din pilitin. Okay? Now, you can also see there a lot of companies, a lot of company logos that you can shop around, you can choose, learn about the company, and if you want to be part of the company, I recommend you submit your resume link kahit na hindi ka pa qualified. Let me repeat what I just said. If you want to be part of an organization, if you want to be part of that company, even if you are not yet qualified, I recommend you give your resume link to that company. Bakit? Imagine, kung ngayong hapon, ngayong araw, nagsubmit ka ng resume link sa isang kumpanya na naghahanap ng 3 years experience na aplikante. Wala ka pang 3 years experience. Okay lang. Because nabigay mo na yung resume link mo sa kanya, pagdating ng 2024, siguro naman by that time, meron ka ng 3 years experience, di ba? Kasi nag-work ka na ngayon by 2021. By 2024, may 3 years experience ka na, pwede ka na ma-qualify dun sa position in-applyan mo. And you never know. That company might just contact you later on, provided that your details are still updated. So you have to update those information real time. Ayos ba? Ayos, di ba? Wala nang pabalik-balik. Hindi mo na kailangan magbalik-balik dun sa kumpanya para sabihin, nag-apply po ko sa inyo last year. Ako po yung OJT nyo 3 months ago. Wala nang ganun. Okay? Another practical application. When you submit your resumes through email, how do you do that? Madalas, ito ginagawa natin. Mag-email tayo, sasabihin natin, Dear HR Manager, I would like to apply for the following position. And this is my resume. Ano gagawin nyo? I-attach mo yung Word file mo or PDF file mo. Tama? If that is how you're doing it, wag mo nang gawin yon. Wag ka na mag-attach ng anything sa email. Pampabagal lang yan, tsaka makaluma na yung style na yan. Bakit ko sinabi yon? Kasi hindi mo na kailangan talaga mag-attach ng anything. Ang gagawin mo, i-type mo na lang doon sa email mo yung resume link mo. Example, Dear HR Manager, I would like to apply for the following position. And this is my resume. In this example, Antonio Juan de la Cruz, 01.jobs180.com. That's it. Submit. I look forward to your information soon. Thank you. Send. Every time meron kang babaguhin sa details mo, hindi mo na kailangan padalhan yung HR. Kasi kung ginagamit mo mga attachment, ang kulit niyan eh. Ang kulit, saka nakapagod. Anong gagawin mo pag nagbago ka ng phone number? Dear HR Manager, this is now my updated resume. Mamaya-maya, 2 weeks later, nagpalit ka ng phone number. Ano gagawin mo? Dear HR Manager, this is now my updated, most recent resume. O di ba? Every time meron kang babaguhin, padala ka na padala doon sa HR. Nakapagod yan, hindi lang sa part nyo, kundi sa part din namin sa mga HR to keep track which one yung pinaka-updated na details. So this time, wala na kailangan. Palit-palit na lang kayo ng details nyo, update-update na lang sa loob ng resume link. Ayos ba? Ayos pa. Okay, tuloy pa natin to. Okay? If you want to print your resume, this is now the good news. You can now print your resume link. No matter how much information you have, the system will try to compress everything into one page. So kung gusto mo talaga mag-print ng papel at mag-submit sa mga kumpanya, walang kaso. Pumunta ka lang sa dashboard mo, hanapin mo yung print na option at mamili ka kung 1 column or 2 column version ang gusto mo i-print. What the system will do is it will try to compress everything into one page para tipid na. O, diba? Now, usapang tipid. Ito mas tipid pa. Gusto mo mag-print ng resume pero gusto mo magtipid. Itong gawin mo. Gumawa ka ng resume link card. Ano tong resume link card? Sa isang pirasong long bond or short bond paper, mag-design ka ng maraming resume link card. No, maliliit lang, parang business card ang dating. In one piece of paper, I think you can make 10, 20 sets of cards. Depende sa size ng papel mo. At ang importante na ilagay mo dyan sa resume link card mo ay syempre ang inyong resume link. Diba? So, hindi mo na kailangan ilagay lahat ng details mo sa resume sa loob ng maliit na papel. Lagay mo lang resume link mo. And that is what you now give to the companies when you start applying. Look at the picture I'm showing you. Diba? Tipid. Hindi lang tipid. Secured pa. Tingnan nyo. If you submit yung big paper resume nyo, long bond paper, sinubmit mo sa isang kumpanya, nag-apply ka. For some reason, nilipad ng hangin. Yung nakapulot ng papel na yan, alam na buong detalye mo because everything is in that one-page printout. Now, if you lose that small piece of paper, don't worry. Meron kang peace of mind. Bakit? Yung mga kapulot niyan, limited sa privacy settings mo because you have the ultimate control over your privacy settings kahit na i-type niya yan sa browser. Okay? So, ang recommend ko rin sa mga nakikinig, use the gadget. take advantage of the technology. Use your gadget, your laptop, your cell phone, your tablet, kung ano man. Okay? Para ngayon kasi, this day and age, technology na ang gamitin natin. Kung mano-mano pa rin kayo, wala kayong gadget, okay lang. Huwag kayong malungkot. You can still submit to the companies by just simply writing the resume link on a piece of paper. As simple as that. Okay? So, again, sa mga nagtatanong, ano yung mga guidelines ko para makagawa ako ng job-winning resume? Ito yung guideline ko. Ito yung checklist ko. Are you using the right tool? That's the ultimate question. There are so many tools right now, but these are the things that you should consider when you make your resume. And that is the resume link. It already addresses the following. Number 1, security ng information mo. I hope by this time, you have peace of mind. Ito na ang pinaka-secured na information because you have the ultimate control over your privacy setting. Pangalawa, the speed of hire becomes faster. It becomes more efficient because whatever you need, whatever the HR needs, you can already put it inside the resume link. Another thing is that it's flexible. If you want to print, just in case lang gusto mo talaga mag-print ng resume nyo, you have the option to print it. And you don't have to worry about saan ko sinave yung file na yan, saan ko tinago, wala nang ganun. Just log into your account and print. Mamili ka lang kung 1 column or 2 column version. At higit sa lahat, wala po itong bayad. Tipid po ito. Walang bayad. Okay? Ang kailangan mo lang, of course, internet. Sa mga nag-iisip sa inyo, sir, kailangan ko ng pan-data. Pwede ka naman makakonect sa internet na walang data eh. Punta ka sa libreng wifi. Di ba? Baka yung kapitbahay nyo may libreng wifi. O, makagamit ka muna. Later on, pag may trabaho ka na, may sweldo na, bayaran mo yung wifi niya. O, di ba? Bawi-bawi lang yan. No? Give and take. And there are a lot more benefits to just what I've mentioned. Marami pang iba. You can share your resume link to whatever platform you want to share it to. Gusto mo i-text? Gusto mo siya i-private message? Gusto mo i-send via Viber? Kayo bahala. Pwede mo i-share. Basta kayo may control. Ganun lang kasimple. No? Kung hindi mo ito binigay sa kahit kanino, hindi malalaman to nung taong yon. And you don't have to save it to whatever USBs or hard drive. No need na. Wala rin tong mga tipong version na kailangan pang mag-compatible. Walang ganun. Lahat ito compatible. Pwede lahat. Okay? So, shout out na lang ako. Shout out to all our school partners. By the grace of God, right now, we have about 400 plus colleges and university partners nationwide, including your alma mater. So, thank you. We're very thankful for this opportunity that we're able to do this kahit tayo nasa loob ng bahay, kahit kayo ay nasa loob ng bahay. So, hindi tayo physically nagpe-present, pero nakakatulong pa rin tayo, especially if you have friends or relatives whom you think would need this tool. Please share this to them. Okay? Sa mga nagtatanong naman ng mga frequently asked questions, sasagutin ko na. Ito kasi yung mga common questions na kadalasan tinatanong sa akin. Ang tanong, can I give my resume link to companies who do not know about jobs180.com? The answer is absolutely yes. It depends kung sino ang bibigyan mo. Ikaw may ultimate control niyan. Okay? Pangalawang question, is this the same as other job platform like LinkedIn, JobStreet, iba pang mga job site? The answer is no. Meron tong dalawang major difference. Yes. Lalo na pagdating sa security. Okay. Of course, explain lang ako Okay. With respect to the other sites that I've mentioned, let me just use JobStreet as an example para lang mas makarelate, no? Para makarelate. You can only use JobStreet resume if you're applying to companies who are also using JobStreet. If you're applying to a company who is not using JobStreet, you cannot use your JobStreet resume anymore. With your resume link, you can use this to any type of company, any platform, wherever they are. Kahit sa loob ng Pilipinas or sa labas ng Pilipinas, pwede mong applyan. Kahit hindi niya alam ang Jobs 180, basta alam niya ang resume link mo, pwede niya mabuksan ang profile at makita according to your settings. That's the first difference. Pangalawang difference, kung nabigay mo na, kung na-submit mo na ang JobStreet resume mo sa isang company, wala ka nang pwedeng baguhin. Lahat ng data mo nandun na yan sa HR. Yes. Hindi na magbabago yan real time. With your resume link, na-submit mo today, mali pala number mo, na-submit mo today, mali pala yung spelling mo, you can always edit it. Enter, save it. Real-time update. Lahat ng binigyan mo ng resume link, updated real-time. Ayos? Okay, tuloy tayo sa number 3 question. Number 3 question is the easiest question. Ang tanong dito is, can I keep my information secured? I hope by this time, na-convince ko na kayo na ito na ang pinaka-secured na platform. Okay? That's the reason why I'm sharing this to you. Okay? Number 4, I think this is the most important question. How often should you update your resume link? Ang sagot dito, hindi araw-araw, hindi linggo-linggo, hindi buwan-buwan, hindi taon-taon. Ang sagot dito ay every time. Every time na meron kayong babaguhin, lalo na ang contact details nyo. Yan ang importante. You have to update your contact details every time na meron kayong papalitan doon. Kasi yan yung paraan para makontak kayo ng mga companies. And the last question is just a trivia. Why is this called jobs180.com? This is called jobs180.com because we want to turn your life around. Yan, 'di ba? 180 degrees. Hindi siya 360. Kasi kung 360, bumalik ka lang kung saan ka galing. Edi balik-balik ka lang, balik-balik ka lang, balik-balik ka lang. Di wala nangyari. 'Di ba? So you have to do it 180 degrees. It's a straight line towards your career goal. Okay? Just in case may tanong pa kayo, nahiya magtanong, pumunta lang kayo sa website namin, sa jobs180.com or email me here sa info@jobs180.com. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, follow us on Instagram para makakuha kayo ng mga latest trends in recruitment. Okay, again, my name is Kim Chua. Don't forget yung wa. Okay, baka Kim Chu lang maalala nyo na nagsasabing be safe at isang magandang araw po sa inyong lahat. Thank you.
All right, so thank you so much, Sir Kim Chua. Ayan. So, thank you so much, Sir Kim, and to our audience. So, yes, the floor is now open for questions. So, if you have questions regarding resume link, so please feel free to post your questions on the comment section. And please wag na po kayong mag-private message or PM sa akin or sa mismong page natin. Dito na lang po para mas mabilis natin makita at mabasa at para ma-address yung mga questions ninyo regarding resume links. Ayan. So, while waiting for questions, Sir Kim, ako na po maunang magtatanong. Since merong coming job fair si LSPU, of course, ayan. So paano magagamit si job fair, si resume link sa job fair, paano nila mag-utilize or paano ka-convenient gamitin si Jobs 180 resume link. So,
yan, very common question yan kadalasan, no, ng mga estudyante, lalo na kung sila ay about to graduate. Well, sabay-sabayin ko na yung sagot dito, no. Una, you don't need to wait until you graduate para lang gumawa ng resume link. You don't need until the day na nandun na yung job fair or yung virtual career fair, tsaka ka pa lang gagawa ng resume link. No, mas maganda, earlier, prepare ka na, gawin mo na, so that you will have more time, no, to check out kung tama ba yung nagawa mo or hindi. Aside from that, is the earlier you create your resume link, the earlier that you will receive also yung mga possible job notification dun sa sa qualifications mo. Ang mangyayari niyan, maraming mga companies pwede na mag-match sa profile mo. Hindi mo na kailangang antayin yung job fair para may mga lumapit sa yung companies. Ngayon pa lang mismo, pa nag-create ka ng resume link, marami ng mga possible job matches na magta-tap na sa inyo eh. So kayo nilang mag-decide kung entertain nyo sila or hindi. Now, moving forward tayo, no, pagdating na po sa actual job fair mismo. Sa virtual career fair ninyo, nakaschedule po ito para sa buong, sa iba-ibang campuses, no, ng Laguna State Polytechnic University, para po sa LSPU. Sa lahat po ng campuses nyo, that's July 1. No, July 1 po na umaga, 9 o'clock. Now, you might be thinking, ay, maaga pa naman, ang tagal pa, May pa lang ngayon eh. 'Di ba? Wala pa yung June eh. Okay, mag-alala, gawa kayo, mabilis din 'yan, no? Isang 1 month na lang, and you never know, baka within that 1 month period, meron na kayong maland na trabaho. Hindi nyo na kailangan masyado ma-pressure na pag nandun kayo sa virtual career fair para maghanap ng possible job opportunity. Now, what will happen, no, pagdating do sa mismong event on July 1? Pagdating po doon sa mismong event, all you need to do na lang is give your resume link to those companies. Ganun ka-convenient. Ibibigay mo na lang. No, na kung meron kayong nakitang kumpanyang type nyo doon, of course, applyan nyo. Pag hindi nyo nakita yung kumpanyang gusto mo applyan doon, maybe in another channel, makita mo sila, alam mo yung Facebook nila, alam mo yung text nila, yung kanilang email, you can send them your resume link. At kayo may control na information kung ano ang papakita mo sa kanila, di ba? In public. Yan yung maganda dyan sa resume link. At hindi lang kayo limited sa Pilipinas. O yan, kasi may iba natatanong, no? Parang pang Philippine openings lang po ba yan? Kahit po kayo ay gusto mag-apply sa ibang bansa, meron kayo napuntahan na lugar or may kilala kayo na gusto makakita ng information nyo, you just have to give your resume link to them. Now, on our website, para lang clear, no, sa Jobs on 80 mismo na website, lahat po ng companies na nandoon, meron po, kumbaga, they went through the legit documents na dito po sa Philippines. So ito po ay merong Philippine base ng mga offices. Okay? Kami po sa Jobs on 80, hindi kami manpower agency. So kung sakali lang kayo ay ipaprocess ng mga kumpanya, well, diretso na po yan. Kumbaga direct hiring na yan sa kanila. Okay? Ayan po. So maraming benefits, no? Just start by creating your resume link. You'll experience it yourself.
Alright.
Ayan.
Thank you so much, Sir Kim. And ayan. So, yun. So, wala pa. So, for those people or to our audience who came late, ayan. So, syempre, Sir Kim, to encourage po yung mga students, ano po yung best feature for you ni Resume Link?
Best feature para sa akin is yung real-time update niya at saka yung security feature. No, pag sinabing real-time update, anytime nag-update ka ng information, dagdag bawas ng details mo, kahit anong gusto mo ilagay, ano gusto mo tanggalin, ikaw ang may control niyan. At ang maganda, yung nabigyan mo ng resume link, hindi mo kailangan bigyan ng bigyan every time. Kasi pag alam niya yung resume link mo, pwede niya ma-update yung pinaka-recent mong in-update na information. Now, the security feature, nasabi ko na rin, no? Yung security feature, kayo talaga ang may control ng settings ninyo. Kaya, ang maganda is, gawa na kayo. No? Gawa na kayo, alamin niyo yung mga feature niyan. At kung sakali may questions kayo, what you need to do lang is send us a message sa info, that's info, at jobs180.com. Our team will be able to assist you, just in case you have some concerns. Yan.
All right. So thank you so much, Sir Kim, for answering my questions. So dahil walang questions from the audience. But if you have questions, guys, may mga pahabol or late realization or tanong, please feel free to email us at info@jobs180.com, or you may visit our website. It's www.jobs180.com. And so I think ready na po ating sunod na speaker. So hindi na natin patatagalin si Sir Kim. So thank you so much, Sir Kim. Maraming salamat po.
Maraming salamat din. Thank you po. Ingat kayo. Okay, bye-bye.
Ayan. So, comment section, and i-try natin answer of XI project-based talent acquisition associate for QC Perks team back in March 2019 and was absorbed in December 2019. After a year, he was transferred to phone screening team due to pandemic and was promoted to talent acquisition specialist last November 2021. He is now handling partnership off-site channel for the zone sites, specifically for MOA, Makati, and Bridgetown. The talent acquisition specialist from VXI Global, Mr. Jose Deys Guiang. Hi, Sir Day. Good morning. Morning, Sir
Good
Deys.
morning po, Miss Joyce. Good morning, guys. Good morning, LSPU, guys.
All right. So, sir, can we now test your share screen?
Sure. Let me just pull up my screen for a while.
Okay.
Ayan. And can you see my screen na po ba?
Yes, sir, it's up. Yes, sir, your screen is up. So if you're ready po, I'll see you po after 20 minutes for the Q&A. Good luck, Sir Days.
Thank you, Miss Joyce. All right. So, hi, guys. Good morning. My name is Jose Guiang, but you can call me Deys. So, I am a talent acquisition specialist, as mentioned earlier, from VXI, and I've been here for like 3 years already. All right. So, right now, I'm going to discuss the hiring in the new normal. So, specifically the practices on how the industry is adapting to the pandemic. So, right now, we are already like 2 to 3 years already on this pandemic. So we started back in March 2020, start of the lockdown, and everything has changed already. We used to do things freely, free of movement. We used to go to places that we want to without any permits that we process like that. So right now, there's a lot of lives have affected, and also industries has been affected because of this pandemic. So right now, today I'm going to discuss you how we do things here in VXI and in other BPO companies as well. How do we hire people in the new normal setting? All right. But first, let me just introduce you our company. So, who is VXI? Right. Okay. So actually, our story started back in Los Angeles back in 1997 as an integrated customer contact center that specializes in multilingual solutions. Okay. So our founders actually believe that a unique blend of technology and customer service will ultimately achieve the excellent consumer management. So as you can see, guys, we are commonly known as a call center company. All right, so we hire call center agents to attend to our clients' needs, for example, in the customer service field, or in technical support field, or in the sales field. Okay, so but here at Philippines, VXI was established back in 2003, and since then our success continues to soar to new heights. Today, actually, our team is already 20,000 employees strong across Metro Manila, in Pampanga and in Davao. But we do not stop there. We still keep on growing right now. We are still continuously looking for new talents who will join our journey. And together, we will build a great culture, create more stories of success, and take amazing care of each other and of our clients. So not only in work, not only we take care each other in work, but also we take care each other outside work. Okay, so we have a lot of stories of success already. So we know a lot of people that work with DXI that once they started working with DXI, their life has changed already. So we have a lot of stories of success here. All right. So where are we located? So as I said earlier, we are located in Metro Manila, Pampanga, and Davao. So if you want to visit our sites, all right. So here's our specific location. So first, that's in Luzon. First, our site is going to be in Quezon City. That's going to be in Panorama Techno Center. So it's actually located near at Muñoz. And if you're familiar with SM North EDSA, it's just few blocks away in SM North EDSA. So the building is just located along EDSA, so you can visit our site. All of our recruitment hubs are located in the ground floor, so you can visit our Quezon City site if you want to apply today. All right. And also in Makati, we are located in SM Cyber 2, Buendia. That's going to be also along EDSA, and the nearest landmark will be in MRT Buendia Station. All right. And also we have in Pasay, that's going to be in Mall of Asia. So our recruitment hub is located at 5 Ecom Tower Complex, the Mall Complex. That's going to be in just the right side of Mall of Asia. So you can visit that our site in Mall of Asia. And also we have in Bridgetown. This is going to be in the border of Quezon City and Pasig. And also we have in Clark, Pampanga. This is going to be in SMCT Clark. All right. So if you are near onto this site, you can just simply just walk in. Just make sure to bring your valid IDs and also your vaccination card. But also, not only Luzon, we also have sites in Davao. So we already have 4 sites there, and soon there's going to be another site there. But for now, the existing sites that we have is going to be number one in SM Ecoland. And so also we have in Robinson's Danang, Felquis Centrale, and Robinson's Delta. So these are our locations here at the Philippines. So as you can see, we have a lot of sites already, and we are still growing, guys. So you can visit any of these sites. You can have your application. We are open from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. All you have to do is just bring your valid IDs, or also your vaccination cards, and also make sure that you are following the safety protocols that we have. Okay. Now, so let's go into the topic of hiring in the new normal. So a lot of, again, as I said earlier, a lot of things has changed already. We do things differently now. If we compare it to the pre-pandemic days. So, and there's a new coin term that we call new normal. So new normal is a new English expression that describes the way people will live their lives during and after the coronavirus outbreak. So we've been here. We are still here actually in the pandemic. We are going 3 years already under this pandemic, and since day one of the pandemic, a lot of things or a lot of lives have got affected because of this coronavirus outbreak. So before, we used to do things differently. For example, just like you guys, you are attending classes in school. Personally, you are doing face-to-face classes. You are sitting side by side with your classmate, and you're listening to your professor personally, or just in front of you. But from the start of pandemic, we cannot do that because close contact is one of the main reasons of the spread of the virus. So we have to protect ourselves. We have to take another way on doing the classes. So that's why we had the online classes through Google Meet and sometimes Zoom app. So just like you guys, the businesses in the whole country also adapted to the changes. So us in VXI, we started deploying work at home setup for our employees like that. And before, we used to go to our office to do our tasks, but from the start of pandemic, from March 2020, we started deploying PCs like that. We started asking our employees to work at home first, just for their own safety, because back then we don't have any cure or any like protection against the coronavirus. So a lot of things has changed. The way we do the recruitment, there's a lot of things as there's a lot of dami nagbago talaga. Sobra, it's very different than before. So before, we used to interact with people, we used to do face-to-face interviews, we used to shake hands after the interviews like that. So from the start of the pandemic, we cannot really do that. We need like we need the face shield, face mask like that. We have to be distance with each other for like 1 meter like that. So it's very hard because during pandemic, our movements is very restricted. Yeah. Okay. So how do we going back with the new normal hiring, or the hiring in the new normal. So how do we do things before, and how do we do things during the new normal or during the pandemic? How do we hire people? How do we recruit people? So let me show you guys what we do here at a VXI pre-pandemic and the new normal. Okay, but first let's us just focus on the pre-pandemic. Okay, so the first thing that we do to entice applicants to make you guys visit our site is we do or conduct open house events. So what is open house event? So this is actually like events that is we have a theme for this one. So for example, a Halloween theme event in just for once a week like that, or sometimes we do Mother's Day event, we do Father's Day event, summer event like that. So every open house, there's gonna be something special for the applicants, and those special things that we do is that we provide free food, we provide free items like that. For example, if you're a mother, if our team is Mother's Day's event, we give out cupcakes for those applicants that are already a mother like that, and also the Father's Day event, we do like we give out items that they can use, valuable items that they can use. So that is one of our strategies, or that's one of our ways to entice more applicants to apply in our company and VXI. Right. So next is the job caravan. So for the job caravans, guys, we conduct mini job fairs like that, as I call it, mini job fairs near on our site to get more applicants. And for example, we partner with like a restaurant, a fast food chain, and then someone will approach you that and ask you if you're interested to apply in VXI. So if you apply to VXI, they're gonna go to the place or the partner place, for example, restaurants or fast food chains, and we have an available recruiter there that will conduct your initial interview. And if you pass the initial interview, we will make you to go to our site, but we have a free shuttle service for you. But before you go to our site, we're gonna give out like free foods like that, free snacks before you go to our site, just after your interview. So that's how we conduct before our job caravans. Right. So for the next one, floor walk. Not only we go outside the our place, but also we check out on our employees if they know someone that is very interested or that are interested on applying on our company. So for example, we ask our employees if they know someone. For example, do you have like a neighbor, do you have like a family or a friend acquaintance that is interested to apply, or that you want to refer here and got a job or have a job here at VXI. So we ask our employees as well, not only outside people, but also also as our own employees for that one. So for the floor walk, we visit them on their production floors. We ask them one by one. We ask them personally if they know someone, and then if they have like a friend that got successfully hired here on our company, we give out incentives. So for example, monetary incentives or items, merchandises. Also before we give out mainly monetary incentives, and also we give out like different types of merchandises. For example, here t-shirt, a VXI polo shirt, a Nike. We partnered up with Nike. We already partnered up with Uniqlo and different brands just to give thanks to the employees that referred someone in VX and got hired. Okay. Next, for the pre-pandemic, we have the events. So we also conduct events. So hindi naman tayo boring dito sa VXI. Hindi naman tayo puro trabaho, no? So we also conduct events. And this is a way of giving back to those employees that helped us find new applicants, give that help us to have more Filipinos have jobs, because we have a lot of unemployed employees, unemployed citizens right now. And just to give thanks, we conduct events. So for example, we conduct battle of the bands in our company. We also conduct dance battle and also pageants as well. So before, we try to invite celebrities. We try to invite popular bands. For example, we already invited Hale. We invited Agsunta, Sud, and my favorite one would be the Parokya ni Edgar. So we invited them to play on our event, and everyone enjoyed the event. And also for the dance battle as well, back in 2019, we invited like Yasi Pressman, we invited Gabriel Cruz, on our dance battle event. So that's how we do things here at VXI already. And the next one would be the out of town event. So not only we roam around near on our side or in our vicinity, but also we go out of our way. We go out of town we visit provinces to check, and we conduct job fairs there for us to get more applicants and to help those people from provinces to get a job here at Manila. So, as you know, guys, in provinces, it's very remote there. There's not that much of the job opportunity. So, we VXI, we go out of our way, we go out of town. For example, we already gone to Bicol, Dagupan, La Union, Baguio, and any provinces. Also, for example, in the region of Mindanao, we already got into Jansan, Surigao, like that. So we go out of our way to offer more people jobs here at VXI. Okay, and also we have the last one. We actually attend job fairs or career fairs. Career fair, sorry. So yeah, that's we are very active on this one. We are still attending job fairs. Also, up until now, we are still attending different job fairs. For example, like Job Zone 80, Dole organized events, job fairs like that. So these are the ways, or these are the things that we do before the pandemic or pre-pandemic, right? So once we got hit by the virus, so we have to, adjust. We have to adjust very quickly, because we cannot just stop. We cannot be stopped by the virus by that time. So how did we? These are the ways on how we did the recruitment from the start of the pandemic. Okay, since the pandemic is very movement restricted like that. So the main thing that we do at the interviews is gonna be over the phone interviews. All right. So we conduct over, since we cannot do face to face interviews because we cannot afford to spread the virus doing face to face interviews. So we conducted over the phone interviews. We're gonna call you onto your phone number and we'll ask you if you're interested to have a phone call to have your initial interview over the phone like that, so that we can have your recruitment process started already. So we mainly actually up until now we still use this one. We conduct interviews over the phone as well. And next one, online advertising and also the social media posting. So as you can see, guys, during the pandemic, we stayed at home, and most of our household have internet, and we relied more onto the internet just to stay updated on on our daily lives, right? So since we cannot see each other personally, so the one thing that we cope up is to rely more on the internet. So also us in business, in BPO, we relied on getting on reaching more people via online advertisement, via social media posting. So, for example, we posted our openings through our VXI page. So we posted updates on our company through our VXI page. So internet is a very big thing. It's a very big toll with us. We use them greatly during this pandemic season. So yeah, that's how we did to cope up with our recruitment needs during the pandemic. So we did online advertising and social media posting. So for the next one, we have the Vixie Automated Recruitment Assistant. So as you can see, Vixie, it's actually our official mascot. That's You can see her on the lower corner of the screen. So that's Vixie, guys. So Vixie Automated Recruitment Assistant is the one, or Vixie as we call it, is the one will assist you once you apply on our page. For example, you message our page, and the person that will respond to you will be Vixie. So she'll gonna assist you on how to apply on our company. She'll ask about the details. She'll ask you when do you want to have your interview, like that. So Vixie is our official recruitment assistant. Okay, and also one of the things that we did is to join virtual engagement and virtual job fairs or virtual career fair. So this is just like the job fairs that we do before, but this time the difference is that this is going to be virtual, since again we're still under pandemic. So all things has to be virtual. So we attended different virtual engagements. For example, like this event, Jobs 180, like that. So we attended different job fairs, virtual job fairs. So this is actually a good way on reaching more people, get to know more about you. So this is actually contactless. It's very in line with the safety protocols that we have right now. So yeah, these are the new normal way. And if you want to apply with us, guys, in the new normal way, first you can visit our site, VXIPH page. So can you like our page, and you can message Vix if you want to apply, and Vix will be the one who will assist you. Or if you don't want to go to our Facebook page, you can type, or you can visit the Jobs 180. So first, you can type onto your address bar on the Google Chrome or to your browser, www.jobs180.com/VXI. So that's the direct link if you want to apply with VXI. So you can use that link, send your resume link, create your own resume link, and let us contact you for that one once you applied in VXI. Okay, so yeah, as you can see, there's a lot of things has changed already for the past 3 years, and even has us in the recruitment setup. We have to adjust. We have to be fast paced. We have to adapt very quickly for this one. And I know you guys have been adapting this onto this for the past 2 years already. So these are the ways. These are the options that um, you can do. You can apply to us online. You can apply. Actually, right now we are accepting walk-in applicants. So you can visit our site, and just make sure to have your valid IDs and your vaccine cards. Okay. Now, let's once you decided to apply on our on VXI or in VXI, we have the safety protocols still. So these are the safety protocols to protect our walk-in candidates. So number one, no face mask, no entry. So I suggest, guys, you bring your you have to bring an extra face mask once you apply here at VXI, so that if ever that the face mask that you're wearing right now is, for example, stained like that, or you don't like the smell like that, so you can just bring an extra face mask. Okay. And also, number two, checking of body temperature and filling out a health declaration form upon entry to the office premises. So, guys, even though that most of us are vaccinated already, still we have to check your temperature. You have to fill out the health declaration form just for contact tracing purposes. Okay, I know some most of us are vaccinated, but still the virus is still out there, and there's still new variants coming out. So we're not yet safe yet. Okay. Now, so for number three, we have no-touch hand sanitizer dispensers. Will become a very common staple. It's going to be staple here at VXI. So most of our hand sanitizer dispenser right now are contactless. So you don't have much to worry about getting like the virus because you touch our hand sanitizer. Okay, so it's sensor based, so you don't have to worry. Okay. Number four, integration of sensor doors and elevator buttons, and the improvement of other commonly touched areas in the office. So, yeah, not only to the hand sanitizer, but also we have sensor on our doors, elevators. So, it's safe here at DXI because we conduct like sanitation for like twice a week, or twice a week already on our all of our offices here in VXI. So you don't have much to worry. All right. So number five, workstations are rearranged for proper physical distancing. All right. So even though the lockdown has already lax already, so still we are applying, or we are still enforcing social distancing here at VXI. So not only workstation, but also our recruitment hub, the chairs or the seats that you will sit into are actually arranged for proper physical distancing. Okay. And the last thing, and the most important thing, candidates are highly encouraged to be fully vaccinated. So it's not like the cure, guys. It's not like the vaccine is not like the cure, but it's an added protection. And the protection for that one is like 90 to 100% protection. But so I encourage everyone, guys, if you're not yet vaccinated, get vaccinated already. Have your first dose, have your second dose already, so that we can achieve the immunity herd that we call. Okay, so these are the guidelines if you want to apply in VXI. And right now on all of our sites, we have openings for customer service, technical supports, and also sales. So you can again, the number one option is to walk in on our site. And also, if you don't want, you can message the VXIPH page, or you can use the Jobs 180 link slash VXI. So you can use that link to apply, and don't worry, we'll call you as soon as you apply in VXI. All right. So thank you so much, guys, and that's it for my talk. So if you guys have questions and or concerns, you can raise it right now. Thank you.
All right. So thank you so much, Sir Days. So I hope you can hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you, Miss Joyce.
All right. So thank you, sir. So to our audience, again, the floor is now open for questions. So if you have questions, so please feel free to post your questions on the comment section. Okay. So while waiting for questions, sir, from the audience,
Mhm.
I'll be asking questions na po muna.
Sure pa.
Okay, so first is nowadays digital recruitment is the new normal, right? So
Yeah.
how true that people who found the job ads with online interviews perform 50% or 60 better than those that require face-to-face interviews? This is according to one of I think sikat na top boards sa Philippines.
Mm. Well, for that one, they perform better because it's digital. They're not
Mm-hmm.
feeling the pressure, the personal pressure. kumbaga parang hindi mo kaharap yung recruiter. So mas nagiging confident ka during the digital. And sometimes recruiters or interviewers allow like off cam, ganun.
Mhm.
So kaya parang they perform better during the interviews by digital. Kasi pag personal, nararamdaman mo kasi yung ano, yung kaba, yung pressure and anything, tapos lalo kang hindi makakaisip since malapit lang sa'yo yung recruiter, gano'n. Me personally, 'pag mga ganyan, mas kinakabahan talaga ako ng personal, comparing to the digital or virtual.
Next question po is these days, ideal candidate may choose health and safety over a bigger paycheck. So as much as possible, the company offers employee benefits that promote workplace health and safety. So with VXI, how do you assure the employee po of their safety?
Well, as I said earlier sa talk, no, so all of our sites are being sanitized weekly. So that has been done for like thrice a week, and not only that, we ensure safety protocols also while they're working. So there's still proper social distancing, alcohols and sanitizers are around. Our guards are actually ensuring that everyone's face is wearing their face masks like that. So if they do worry about their health, I don't think here at VXI they're gonna parang hindi sila makangamba dito sa VXI kasi we ensure everyone's safety here. So that's why we do things like sanitizing. We ensure that all of our employees are abiding to the safety protocols like that. So may marami kaming alcohols dito, sanitizers, and our guys are very strict when it comes to the face mask. So you don't have to worry in DXI. It's safe here, it's clean here, it's being sanitized every week.
All right. So thank you so much, Sir Days. So another question is the job seekers expect flexible work arrangements now po, no? Pero with VXI kasi I believe
Mhm.
wala na pong masyadong work from home arrangements, parang back to old normal or
Mhm.
nag-on-ta. So but for the other positions po, ba do you still offer work from home positions or setup po sa mga interested applicants po ni VXI?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Right now, as I said po, no. So most of us are currently working on site already, but still, syempre hindi naman lahat magiging available for the work at site setup. So we give the chance to work at home, but the job itself is going to be a work at site. So there might be some positions that is actually available for work at home, but most of the positions are going to be work at site. So well, we're very flexible and understandable about it naman. So anytime we can consider that one. No. So but still to set the expectations, guys. So we prefer talaga na mag-work at site kasi mas nakaka-work tayo talaga kapag magkakasama tayo sa isang site, sa isang space lang.
Mm-hmm. Correct po. So I think that's it, sir. Wala na pong question from the audience and ready na din po ang ating susunod na speaker. So if you still have questions, guys, LSPU, please email us at info@chops180, or if you're interested to apply at VXI, you may submit your resume link at www.chops180.com/VXI. So thank you so much, Sir Days, for joining us
So
today.
much.
So we wish to have you on our next set of webinars. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you po.
All right. Thank you, sir. Ingat po. All right. So mhm. Okay, so moving on to our next last presenter for today. Okay, so our third presenter graduated with a bachelor's degree in psychology in 2014 at LPU Manila and received her postgraduate diploma in business administration in the LSUD in 2019. So from over 6 years of being in HR, she spent most of her career in working with universities and colleges nationwide for academe and industry partnerships. So right now, she is currently under the project management team of HR campus sourcing at Accenture Philippines, managing different programs and projects to attract high caliber candidates. So the um, recruiting specialist from Accenture, Ms. Agustina Reyes. Good morning, Ms. Agot.
Hi, Joyce. Good morning.
Good
Nice to
morning,
see you
ma'am.
again. All
Nice to
right.
see you too, ma'am. So, ma'am, can we now test your share screen?
All right. Let me just share my screen. Share screen. Okay. Can you see it now, Joyce?
Um, Not yet, ma'am. Ayan, so it's up, ma'am. So your screen is up po. So if you're ready, I'll see you after 20 minutes for the Q&A. Good luck, Ms. Agot.
All right. Thank you. Thanks, Joyce. And good morning, everyone. Again, my name is Agot. I'm from Accenture. Here in the Philippines. I've been with the company for over 2 years now. But as mentioned earlier by Joyce, no, I've spent most of my time doing campus recruiting and campus partnerships. So for this morning, I'm going to talk about one of the most important recipes for success, which is motivation. So this presentation is actually an excerpt from our Skills to Succeed Academy, which is a combination of two different modules. This includes Module 4 of What Makes You Tick and Module 10 Using Your Skills to Succeed. But don't worry, I'm not going to spend an hour discussing about these two topics. I'll also share with you later on how you'd be able to access the Skills to Succeed Academy. But in case you want to explore some of the certifications or some of the trainings, specifically on being more employable, this will also help you get on that track. So first, let's discuss about staying motivated first. This is actually within the module 10 of our Skills to Succeed Academy under using your skills to succeed. Okay. So staying motivated means that, or talks about the things that help you or drive you towards your goal. It also talks about the things that help you get up in the morning, no, and also some of the things or stuff that help you go through difficult situations or tasks. And it's sometimes hard to stay motivated, specifically at this time during the pandemic, where employees are mostly working from home. And then for the students, you've been doing online classes for I think over 2 years already. And again, it's hard to stay focused and it's understandable because you don't get the same type of motivation and you don't have the same learning environment that you used to have before the pandemic where you have your classmates with you have a teacher or professor in front of you discussing about your lessons for the day. And on our end naman, no, within the workplace, it's also hard because you're working at home and you don't have your teammates with you. And it's sometimes hard to communicate online as well. But I think over time, we were able to also discover how we'd be able to do that productively and efficiently. So on the next few slides, we'll also talk about how to stay motivated, maybe at work or at school. And I know most of you are wondering as well, no, how does some people keep doing the same thing day in and day out? When you graduate in college and when you start entering a specific company, you'll encounter people who have been with the same type of job within the same company for over 8, 10 years, on some cases even 15 or 20 years. And you sometimes wonder and ask them on what are the things that were able to help them stay on their job. Kasi specifically for those people who have been on the same type of job as in same duties and responsibilities for the past 10 or 15 years. So for some people, specifically for those that they will say millennials or Gen Z and now Gen Alpha, no, the older generation will say that it's hard for this generation to stay focused and remain on the job for a long period of time. But I think it's just a different mindset because, of course, millennials to na yung generation and Gen Z as well. No? To na yung generation of the new technology wherein we'd like exploring things, we'd like exploring new opportunities. And I think finding the right type of motivation will also help you remain and retain on the same type of position that you're going to handle after you graduate in college. So now let's talk about motivation, which is the crucial element in setting and attaining your goals. May it be professional or personal goals, and if you're too passionate about it, maybe about your professional goals as well. But keep in mind that motivation is all about choice. There's no definite definition of what motivation is, and there's no constant answer on what your motivation should be, because it's going to be different for all of us because we have different mindset about different kinds of things. It can be hard, as mentioned here, it can be hard to keep the newness and excitement of a new job going strong, and you have to continually motivate yourself as well. When you're at school, no, and you're stuck on a specific program or subject, tapos you'll have to study about it for what, for 5 months, I think, no, for one whole semester. It's going to come a time where sometimes you get bored about it because you're seeing the same type of people. You've been hearing from the same person over and over about it. No? Specifically, if that subject does not interest you. What more if you enter the employment employment phase already, where you'll be doing the same type of job 8 to 5 or 9 to 6 every day for 5 days a week. There's no other subject. You're just going to work on that task over and over again. And you'll have to stick for that company for a long time. Again, for some people, 5 years doing the same type of task over and over again. It's sometimes hard, specifically if that task or that work does not really interest you personally. No. And also keep in mind that motivation is not always positive. There's something called negative motivation, which is actually um, the behavior that resulted or motivated from the anticipation or fear that you're going to encounter an undesirable outcome if ever you're not going to accomplish a specific task. No? For example, if you're, I think it's almost the end of the school year or the semester now. So maybe some of you are going through your finals exam already. So for some students, maybe yung motivation nila to study would be, I'd like to study because I want to be included on the roster of Dean's list for this semester. No. For some people, yung motivation could be, I need to study kasi I almost failed during midterm exams and I have to kailangan ko bumawi because otherwise I might fail this subject. So that's negative motivation. But regardless if it's positive or negative motivation, most of the time the result of your motivation is always positive. And keep that in mind as well. Okay? So again, on the 10th module of our Skills to Succeed Academy, under Using Your Skills to Succeed, it talks about the 5 tips for you to stay motivated. Again, this applies both for those who are currently at school, or if you're already working, or just finding the right career choice or job for you right now. So the first tip is start each day stress-free. Create a morning ritual to keep you focused and organized. For some people, a cup of coffee helps them be focused for the rest of the day. For some people, kailangan nila mag-workout at the start of the day to keep them energized. For some, they have to take a bath before going to your classes or going through your work. It's different for everyone. Again, there's no definite answer on what your motivation is. And then in parallel to that, of course, there's also different types of rituals for you to be focused within the day. So it's really up to you, and it's for you to also be more self-aware and identify what are the types of things that will help you be stress-free for the whole day. For tip number 2, prioritize or create a checklist that prioritizes what needs to be done. This will help you be focused. All right. I hope most of you has a note beside you, specifically when you're doing your online classes, no? Because it helps you be more organized on the way you do things day in and day out. So if you're familiar with Eisenhower's principle of urgent and important, no, for those who are having a hard time prioritizing things, you must think of priority 1 would be the things that are urgent and are important. Second would be those things that are urgent but may not be as important as the first priority. Third would be those things that are important but not actually urgent. And then let go of the things that are not urgent and not important. Because maybe it's not for you to accomplish it, right? Baka naubos lang yung time nyo doing the things that are not urgent and important. Um, it gives you more time for you to prioritize and focus more on the things that actually matter. Alright? Third tip would be recognize the journey. So it's important to keep reminding yourself why you chose your goal. So you should always have an end goal in mind, regardless of where you're at, may it be at school again or at work, because your goal keeps you focused. Without the goal, you will not be able to go on the right direction. Baka you'll be going on different directions, not knowing that you're going actually opposite on the opposite way of where you wanted to be. So it's important for you to set and attain, set your goals, and of course to know the direction and the ways or milestones on how you'd be able to reach um the journey or the end goal. Tip number four would be reward yourself. So for some people, no, they wanted to do task after task. So meaning right after they accomplish one thing, they wanted to go through and start another task already. It may be different for other people. Some may be so workaholic that they would like to do that. But if you have time, we'd encourage for you to reward yourself after each and every task or as necessary, of course. So I always take time to celebrate your success and again, reward yourself. And again, there's nothing definite about this talk, no. You'll have different ways on how you'd want to reward yourself. For some people, you might want to go on a date with your friends after an exam or after a difficult activity. For some people, just simply going onto their online games, social media, scrolling through their, I don't know, Facebook, TikTok, or Twitter, I'm not sure. So it really depends on you, on how you get more comfortable, no, and how you want to reward yourself. As long as you do it, because of course, work-life balance is very important. And I believe from the previous speaker now from VXI, he also talked about some of the work-life balance activities that they're doing on their work right now. So the same type of thing, when you're at school, it's also important for you to also do work-life balance. So at Accenture, actually, we're an advocate of truly human, wherein we care about our heart, mind, body, and soul. And from those different areas, we have different initiatives and programs to help our employee be more engaged and not lose their interest on the things that they're currently doing at their job. So look for those passions and try to explore other things as well on top of just studying for most of your times in a day, no. It helps for you to also be more energized on some of the things you really have to do after that. Lastly is maintain perspective. Remember, moments of discomfort are temporary and allow them to strengthen you. So sabi nga sa kanta, there's going to be a rainbow after the rain. So it's not always going to be a discomfort. It's not going to be difficult all the time. So um, it's going to be just temporary, and in time you'll also encounter, for example, on your case, no, there may be times when you're bombarded by different modules, different tasks, assignments. Tapos on top of it, quizzes, exams from your professors. It's not going to be like that all the time, right? Admit it, there are times when you're very relaxed. You don't have to do much tasks about your school or about your work. So learn from those experiences and be able to also adjust and be more agile and flexible from difficult tasks that you have been experiencing from school or from your work. All right. So now that you were able to hear about the 5 tips on staying motivated, let's now talk about what makes you tick, or the things that cause someone to behave a certain way, the feelings, opinions, concerns, and other stuff related to it. To in layman's term, it actually answers the question what makes you excited, no. And if you're having a hard time identifying what makes you tick, maybe it helps for you to be able to be more self-aware and identify the following. So identify your interests, your strengths, motivations, and lastly, your style. Because at the end of the day, these things will be able to help you identify the right career choices, the right decisions, may it be about school or on the course no, that you were able to take. But I think it's too late for you right now to change or shift direction at school. But if ever you'd be graduating already, tapos you'll be starting exploring careers or opportunities that may be applicable for you, I believe that these four areas will also help you identify that right career choice. Let's go through the first one, which is interest. And this is actually a screenshot from our, again, S2S Academy, no, which I will share with you later. For the first item, for interest, so how do I identify my interest? It answers the question, what do you enjoy? Or what are you passionate about? So on the bullets here, you'll see there, what do you like doing in your free time? Ako personally, what I like to do is watch Netflix, no. I also do some crafting. It helps me ease my mind and be more stress free during the day. So it's up to you. Baka yung interest mo would be gaming, your interest may be doing arts. So it's really up to you. And by answering the question, what do you enjoy and what are you passionate about? Let's now answer, how does this help with your career choice? So why do you like your interest? Oh, so once you were able to identify what your interest is, identify why do you like that? Is it the feeling that you get, the feeling you do the activity with, the people you do the activity with, or something else? Okay, so for example, you might like going to the movies because you like telling your friends about new films and being the go-to person for recommendations. So it's really up to you. The second item would be the strengths. So how do you identify your strengths, no? So kanina yung interest, what do you enjoy or what are you passionate about? Yung strength naman answers the question, what are you good at? Or kung saan ka magaling. So think of actual examples when you have done something and there has been a positive result, and how does it help you with your career choice? Are any of your strengths suited for particular careers? Okay. So for some people, maybe yung strength nila would be talking to people, no? Or yeah, talking to people or listening to people. For some people, maybe yung strength nila would be on arts, drawing, for architecture, mga ganyan. I'm not sure, but yeah, it's it's important for you to self-reflect and be more aware, no, of what your strengths are, because it will also help you find the right career for you, no. Who would have thought, I think around ten years from now, online games and doing vlogs used to be does not used to be a career for most. But right now, di ba, plenty of vloggers and gamers who have been doing games and vlogs as a career. And that's because we're shifting into, again, a different generation, a different mindset, where people are trying to explore new things to also help them, no. And I think those types of people are very lucky because they were able to do or use their passion as a career, long-term career for them, specifically for those who are currently na sobrang sikat right now on social media. So I hope you also find that strength and find that specific passion, and I hope you'd be able to also apply that on your chosen career in the future. Third would be motivation. So motivations are the things that would make you happy during a normal day. So the times when you have worked hard in the past and answers the question, why? Okay. So on top of your personal motivation, I think yung motivation dito will also talk about the right company for you. No? Kasi maybe some of the people would be able to find the right career, find the right position with their passion and their strength. But yung motivation, hindi nila nakukuha within that specific company. And then, again, it's different for everyone. For some people, maybe yung motivation nila would be, I like working in this company kasi sikat kami, or we're one of the best companies within this industry. For some people, maybe yung motivation nila is, I want to work in this company because they focus on work-life balance because they have different initiatives and programs to help me about my mental health, who make me more sporty, or does help me on some of the talents that I have, for example, singing, dancing, or some of the competitions that they have within the company. So it's really up to you. So how does this help with career choices? If certain tasks motivate you, consider careers that will allow you to do them. For example, if you're motivated by presenting in front of people, look for careers that allow you to do this. Okay. So for me personally, when I graduated in college, no, on my undergrad, again, I'm a graduate of PS Psychology. I wanted to do the clinical psychology type because I want to listen to people. However, circumstances may be different for some of the people, no? Here in the Philippines, hindi masyadong sikat yung clinical psychology, and it requires money for you to be able to go through that path. So the easiest path for psychology graduates during that time would be for you to go through HR. And I'm not very good in communicating to people. I like listening to people though. So I went into recruitment, I went into HR. I tried to do the task assigned for me to do. Then later on, again, it depends on the circumstance. But later on, you might be able to find yourself enjoying what you're asked to do. No, and I hope that would be the same for most of the people who are listening right now. For you to be able to find the right motivation for you to explore on the things that interest you, and of course the tasks that will be able to grow your strength as well. So how does these motivations help you with your career choices? So look at the way you prefer to carry out there pala. So, if you're motivated by a purpose such as helping people, then consider careers that involve this. So, if you're a marketing graduate, for example, you might want to go on a career path wherein you sell to consumers, no? Or for some people, na marketing but does not really like talking to people, baka you would like to explore yung mga back-end jobs like creating mga social media tiles or any other promotional materials for your client or for your company. So it's really up to you. Lastly, let's talk about style. So the style is your preferred way to carry on different tasks. So observing how others do tasks, ask yourself if you would do it the same way or what you would have done differently. So how does it help you with your career choices? Where would your style be most suited? No? For this example, on this slide, if you're a list maker and you want to be and you like things organized, there may be jobs or careers that are suited to this. For example, a personal assistant, a party planner, or a project manager. So it may be something that is directly aligned with your field of study right now. It may be completely different because, mind you, for most of the companies right now, they don't look into the courses. Also for Accenture, that's the same, no? So if you're going to ask me what is more important for you, no, pagka-graduate nyo, ano ba kailangan yung i-prioritize pagka-graduate? Would it be if aligned sa field of study ninyo? Or would it be for you to choose a job or a career that is your that you're passionate about? And if you're going to ask me, I'd answer the latter. Passion is more important than anything else. It helps you be more interested about the way you do things and the types of things that you're going to do. And even if it's aligned to your field of study, and I hope that your field of study right now is also your passion. No? I hope that's the case. But if not, try to explore new things. Your college degree should be a milestone and not a hindrance of what you're going to take on in the future. So just remember that because for some people, they tend to be stuck on a job that they're not really interested in, and you'd be stuck there forever because it may be hard in the middle of the journey for you to change track. But of course, it's never too late naman. So if in case that happens to you, you're still very much welcome to also explore other career opportunities. So that's the four pieces that you would like to answer that you would have to answer the question what makes you tick or what makes you excited. An example on the site for S2S is this one. So for someone within that platform, no, he was asked to identify the following: his strengths or his interests. Again, it answers the question, what do you enjoy or what are you passionate about? His strengths, or what is he good at? His motivation, or what drives him towards his goal? And then lastly, his style, or what is his preferred way of executing things. And remember, becoming more self aware about what makes you tick is a huge step in the right direction to making the right choices for you. Okay. So, if ever you're not yet familiar, or you're still wondering of the right career choice or the right opportunity that you would take on after you graduate, try to list down these things, because maybe it will be able to help you, identify where you're good at. So, as mentioned earlier, if you'd be interested, no, we have different modules within our S2S Academy. So just type in s2sacademy.ph. It's going to give you different learning modules. Right now, we have 36 modules to help you be more employable. And these are completely all for free. No need for you to pay anything. No other data needed from you, just your email address. And then you can access the site already. And it's very gamified, self-paced as well. And all modules are bite-sized. So bite-sized meaning around 5 to, I think, 40 minutes yung longest. So 5 to 40 minutes, you'd be able to finish a training already. So if you'd be more interested, so you can visit accenture.com/ph students. You'll see there all of our campus programs that you might be interested in, maybe for tech course students, business course students, or for the rest of the students who might be interested for other tracks. And if you're interested for our open positions, just visit jobs180.com/Accenture. So thank you so much. Thank you, Jobs180 as well. So now I'll be opening up the floor for questions.
All right, so thank you so much, Miss Agot. So I hope you can hear me.
Yeah.
All right, so thank you so much, ma'am. So to our audience, since we are time bound, so I'll be asking a couple of questions na lang po siguro, Miss Agot, no. So first is if a motivated employee is more likely to have a high level of job satisfaction and increased long term of employee retention. So in Accenture po, how does Accenture motivates their employees?
Mm-hmm. For Accenture, they listen to the people. So time after time, they release surveys about the people's
Mm,
preferences. Actually, just last week, we received an email or a survey asking us about our preference if we'd like to return to the office or continue working from home. So from those responses, they
mm-hmm,
try to also base their business decisions from what the people like. So if most of the people would like to work from home, that will be given. So I think on our end, no, yung motivation is provided based on what we ask. So on top of that, of course, we also have different initiatives and programs. During the start of the pandemic, maraming tao yung nag-complain about their mental health. During that time, Accenture
mm-mm,
was able to provide hotlines for those who would like to talk to a professional, and people or employees would be able to talk to them 24/7. So yun yung mga types of motivations given by the company to the employees right now.
wow. So, good to hear po, no? So, at least, meron agad matatakbuhan yung employee in case na meron silang dinaramdam, physically man or mentally. Ayan. So, thank you so much, ma'am. So, another is it true po that healthy employee relationship leads to an increased level of satisfaction among the employees and may increase the productivity?
Yeah, so that's correct. I think there are also several studies backing up on that. No, employee motivation and also satisfaction. It also correlates to how the employee will be retained in the company and their engagement as well. So when you're engaged, you tend to also be more efficient and more productive in the way you do your tasks. So yeah, that's very, very important for everyone.
All right, thank you so much, ma'am. So, maintaining motivation is becoming actually an increasing challenge po for many people, no? Especially yung mga nagdaan through coronavirus or the pandemic. So, kayo ma'am as an HR, so how do you, or kayo ma'am as a person, di ba? How do you manage and motivate yourself po in the midst of pandemic?
Yeah, so actually on our end, we really try to separate your personal life with work. It's
Mm-hmm.
different because most of us are still doing work from home. On my case, I only return to the office once a week, no. So
Mm-hmm.
sometimes, especially at the start of the pandemic, ang hirap na ihiwalay eh. Kasi at 6 p.m. you should be logging out already. But if you have remaining tasks, you might tend to continue working even if it's off shift already. So it's also related to discipline as well. When you go through it for more than 2 years already, you'll try to learn about separating your personal life and work. So right now we really try to log off at 6 p.m. already as much as possible. So yeah, that's very important kasi otherwise you'll be burned out and you might lose your
Mm-hmm.
interest in doing your task.
Alright. So, thank you, ma'am. So, I promise to ask a couple of questions lang. Pero gusto kong mag-follow up, ma'am. Eh. So,
Sige lang
quite
po.
curious lang. Kung if it's harder to maintain po yung motivation if you're working on site or if you're working from home, which is
Yeah,
which po?
Yeah, I think both. But specifically at
Mm,
this circumstance, I think it's very important for us to remain motivated even if you're working from home. Kasi
mm,
when you're working on site, you have your teammates with you. When you need help, it's very easy to just tap them on the shoulder and ask for help. Right now, it may be different. It may be difficult to communicate online, no? So just keep yourself motivated again. Just try to separate your work from personal life because otherwise, if you tend to mix things up, it's going to be a difficult journey for you.
time management is the key. Alright. So, thank you so much, Miss Agat. So, ma'am, baka you have, baka may vacancies si Accenture you'd like to promote your vacancies, open positions po.
Yeah, so again, if you'd be interested to some of the campus programs for Accenture, just visit accenture.com/ph students. You see there all of our campus programs and some of the other opportunities for you. And if you would like to apply to some of our open positions, just visit jobs180.com/accenture. And not only for undergraduate courses, right now we're also hiring for postgraduate programs, mga masters and PhDs. So we just started doing that in the past month. So if you'd be interested, just visit jobs180.com/Accenture. All of our open positions are there. Thanks, Joyce.
Alright. Thank you so much, Miss Agot. So, I think that's it po. So, thank you so much, ma'am, for joining us today and sharing your time and your expertise po. Thank you so much, Miss Agot.
So,
Maraming salamat po. Ingat. All right. So, to officially close our program, may we invite Professor Mary Grace P. Gallardo, the Director of Alumni Affairs and Placement Services from Laguna State Polytechnic University, to give us the closing remarks. Ms. Grace?
Hello, good morning.
Morning.
Okay, so a blessed Friday morning to everyone watching live, especially to our LSPU students and alumni from campuses in Santa Cruz, San Pablo, Siniloan, Los Baños, and as far as Lopez, Quezon. Okay, so we at LSPU are really happy that you spend time in this webinar. So thank you for staying with us. Okay, so allow me to express my gratitude first to our dear Lord for allowing us to experience a very fruitful morning. Thank you also to our university president, Dr. Mario R. Briones, together with the LSPU officials, especially to our vice president for academic affairs, for approving the conduct of the activity of the alumni affairs and placement services like this one. So in the coming months, we will still be having some more. So thank you also to our LSPU deans, chairpersons, and coordinators for sharing the events, no, of the AAPS to our beloved students. Okay? Thank you to Jobs 180 for sponsoring this event and for providing great speakers. Thank you, Sir Kim, Chua, Mr. Deys Guiang, as well as to Miss Agot of Accenture. I myself got refreshed, and learned a lot from your talk. So parang gusto ko na rin yatang maglipat yata ng a-applyan. So anyway, hindi ko naman iiwanan syempre ang LSPU. So to our dear LSPU students, second semester is about to end. And a few days from now, you will be graduating from the university. And that signals that you are about to enter another chapter of your life. Diba? Ito yung parang transition part. Nakakahiya na pag humingi pa ng baon from parents. Diba? Pagka nag-exit ka na from the university. So, with this seminar or webinar that you experience, you would be expected to earn for yourself, for your family, and become contributors of our country's economic growth and development. So I encourage all of you to prepare yourselves, ready yourself by applying what we learned from the talks shared to us by our speakers. So no pandemic will stop us from doing good. So I would like to say, please stay safe, everyone. Di pa rin tapos ang virus, nandiyan pa rin at mukhang may mga kasunod pa. So again, maraming salamat for joining us today, and may God bless us all. So please join us again next time sa mga susunod pang activities that will be sponsored by Jobs 180 and the LSPU AAPS. Thank you po.
Thank you so much, Ms. Grace, for giving the event and of course for collaborating and trusting Jobs 180 with your events. Parang gusto na daw lumipat ni Ms. Grace. Ayan. Jobs 180 is hiring
Thank you, Ms. Joyce.
yung part-time host po. Parang araw-araw po kayong makanood ng webinars namin. Just kidding po. So thank you so much, ma'am. Maraming salamat po. And meron po tayong upcoming job fair with LSPU. Ayan. So magkikita-kita ulit tayo, guys. So, ayan. So thank you so much, Ms. Grace.
Salamat po.
Thank you, ma'am. So, there you have it, guys. We are done with the talk proper and successfully tackled all the topics assigned for today's session. And of course, we would like to thank our speakers po for this session, VXI and Accenture. Maraming salamat, Sir Deys and Ms. Agot. And to our audience, LSPU, please do not forget to evaluate this event. So the link is available at the comment section. So we'll be flashing the evaluation on screen. So please take note that the evaluation will serve as your attendance for today's session. Okay po? So please evaluate. I'm not sure if the evaluation is up until this afternoon by 12 siguro, no? So please do fill out the form para ma-secure yung attendance nyo. Okay, so we would like to thank each one of you guys for staying all throughout the event. We hope that the webinar helps you be prepared in the world of work. And of course, we would like to thank again LSPU for collaborating with Jobs 180. Maraming salamat po. And to our sponsors for being our corporate sponsors for this event. Thank you so much. And for more career opportunities, you may visit our website. It's www.jobs180.com. So again, Jobs 180 is hiring for a customer support officer and IT officer for web development for a full-time position. So if you're interested, you may submit your resume link at jobs180.com/jobs180, or you may email us at info@jobs180.com. So please watch out for the next set of webinars we are going to host for. Please check our Facebook page for the topics that will be discussed. And you are welcome, guys, to join in on those sessions too. So the program is finally concluded. This is your host, again, Joyce Katakutan. We will see you soon and have a great afternoon. Ingat, everyone!
Hello, I'm Vixie, the automated recruitment assistant of VXI Philippines. Do you want to know how to jumpstart an awesome career? Join VXI and be part of the International ICT Award 2019's Best Employer of the Year finalist, Best Company of the Year, Best Contact Center, Most Innovative Company of the Year for 2 years, Hall of Fame for Best Contact Center and BPO Company of the Year for 2017, 2018, and 2019. We are hiring account representatives for customer service, sales, and technical support. Find us in a site near you. Quezon City, Makati City, Mall of Asia, Pasay, Clark, Pampanga, and Davao City. Enjoy a competitive compensation package and industry best incentives. Apply via Facebook Messenger at VXIPH. Email us at careersph@vxi.com. Text your full name, location, and preferred interview schedule to 0917-777-5555 for Luzon and 0965-932-9745 or 0961-757-8361 for Davao. We can't wait to have you on the team soon. Apply now!
Change. It happens when you least expect it, but also when you embrace it. At Accenture, we help the world's biggest brands thrive through change. Our people combine technology and creativity, expertise and experience, learning and collaboration, passion and purpose to make a difference for our clients, their customers, our company, and our communities. Behind every great change is a great human. Bring your skills, your curiosity, and your true self to your work every day. Let's do incredible things. Let's deliver on the promise of technology and human ingenuity.